Hello everyone to my new Let's Look At. We're going to be looking at the Adventure Pals today, which is a demo, and it's a fairly long demo. Holy crap, I think there's like 4 or 5 stages and a boss in this demo. It is a phenomenal demo. Even after you watch this, I recommend you go out and get it and play it, because it's a whole other experience playing this game than simply watching it. Now the storyline, that's pretty alright. It's nothing, you know, out of this world yet. I mean, it's interesting, don't get me wrong, it's pretty off the wall as I recall. And it is very reminiscent of Adventure Time. And not quite yet though, you don't really have your buddy quite yet, but I mean, at this point we're in the tutorial. Grandpa, or is this, I think it's actually supposed to be our father here. I always called him Grandpa though, just because he's seems rather old, but you know, it works. I'm not going to judge people with older parents. I'm one of the people with older parents near me. So yes, here is where they teach you. You can actually, you know, use your sword, because I didn't even know I had a sword until this point. Now, if you're using the keyboard, it's a little bit confusing to get used to. It's not terrible, but it's... I think they even said in the options, you probably should use a controller, but I'm like, no, I want to use the keyboard. I'm usually better with keyboards with platformers than I am the controller for some reason. I don't even know why. Anyway, yes, we have bombs. And the inventory system's not actually all that bad. It's a little clunky to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's really not all that bad. Of course, usually you don't use the S button to do that, but you know, it works. So yeah, it's our birthday! Yay! And now we get our best friend ever, and sorry, it's not a naughty dancer. I wished it was. I mean, I guess it... You know what? No, let's not go in that deep, dark, depraved road, what I was about to say. Goodness gracious. We got a giraffe! Yay! There's our pal. No, really, he's going to be in our backpack the entire time, and he does have some fairly useful abilities. Oh, I know of at least one off the top of my head. It's sort of similar to the Mario cape, I guess, if you ever played Super Mario World, that you can kind of just hold the jump button and you'll slowly descend. But, I mean, beyond that, I'm pretty sure it has other abilities. And welcome our villain of the game. He doesn't look it, but he is. Because he's gonna take our grandpa and turn him into hot dogs. Like I said, it's a unique story. It's just not really, you know, original. Kidnapping someone, you gotta go get him back. But I don't care, it's a platformer. I'm not playing this for the story. Who the hell plays a platformer for the story? I don't even know if you can do anything really there. I just kind of screwed up horrifically. I don't think you can really do much in that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not very good. Maybe you can actually fight there. I'm imagining it's something like a forced loss, though. So yeah, it's not just a platform. You can talk to other people, albeit in rare parts, but, you know, I don't remember ever being able to talk to anybody in my old platformer experience, including Mega Man. Actually, Mega Man X series, mostly. I never really got into the original Mega Man, but I'm sure somebody's gonna not like that, but I did not care for the original Mega Man series. X was where it's at. Yay, we got ourselves a map that I don't even remember how to use, to be quite honest. Because you don't really need it, at least not yet. Okay, so now our whole goal is, if you actually are paying attention, unlike me there, I think I was supposed to talk to the grandma there, but I didn't really do that, because I saw the red thing over her head. The demo kind of holds your hand a little bit, showing you where to go. I don't think you can actually... I tried whacking the bison there later. I tried whacking a few of the animals. I don't think you really can do anything about that, because I don't think you're supposed to be just wholesale slaughtering entire livestock, but, you know, what do I know? I'm guessing a lot of these areas are going to be open, but I don't know if you're going to be open right from the get-go in the full game. It should be said, though, I'm really looking forward to this when it comes out. I am planning on buying this. I don't usually say I'm planning on buying things. I plan on buying this game when it comes out. This is a great platformer. And it's rare I give platformers such high praise, but this is really, really fun. The combat system's just enough that it doesn't feel clunky, but it's simple enough where it feels fun. It's a nice mix. Now, mind you, I shouldn't have just went right to the exit. I didn't know that was an exit at the time. If I knew that was an exit, I probably would have explored a little bit more, but whatever. And yeah, every one of those little circles up there is a new stage. That's the entirety of the demo, right? Actually, no, I think there's more to the demo than that. Not much more, but that's a good-sized demo for nowadays. I'm used to demos being like, I don't know, like 10 minutes long, 15 minutes tops. I mean, this is a 20-minute demo right here. Which, I mean, the amount of work they had to put in to probably make this demo, as big as it is. I mean, I wish a lot more developers took hints here. The bigger your demo means the less ashamed you are of it. This is really just me testing how long can he do that. He can't really do it very long, but you know, if you're confident in your product, make a good demo. And these guys or gals out there really took that lesson to heart. Oh god! Yeah, at the time I didn't know those kind of exploded. But now I know. I love the little art on the top left when you get hit. I never really noticed that while I was playing, but that is really awesome. That when you get hit, you start crying. Of course, I also didn't know blue orbs were the XP, otherwise I would have been, you know, picking them up the whole time. But, you know, it's a learning experience. This is my first time through the game, you know? Oh man, I love wall jumping. Of course, I kind of went the wrong way, but oh well. I've wanted to go the other way so I can get to those chests up there, but to be fair, I didn't really see them. Wish I had. Stage 1-3. That'd been like the only thing I would change, and that's a very minute thing if the developers ever watch this. I would probably put something like 1-3, 1-2, but I know probably why they didn't do it. If it's a free world, they'd probably just go, well, I don't know where you're gonna go first. You might go here first, you might go there first. But this is why I'm not a game developer. I don't take these things into account. I just try and throw suggestions where I see them. But, you know, you probably made it the way you did for a reason. I'm just some guy on the internet who cares what I say. Now, as for the coins, I'm gonna guess there's probably a good reason for them, I think. I don't remember. Oh, wait, no. I was trying to think. No, I think that has to do with leveling, but no, that's the XP. I think there might be a shop later. There probably will be a shop later where you can use coins, but I don't know right off the top of my head now. I have no idea what they probably sell like bombs and potions and all kinds of stuff for coins, if I had to guess. At least that's what I'd put in the shop if I was going to make coins available. Since they already have a fully fleshed inventory system and all. Oh, by the way, there's also a dodge backwards button that we haven't really got into yet. We will here in, I don't know, a minute maybe. Because that's kind of key to fighting the one on the left up there. Because you can't really just stun lock him like you can the small fries here. Small fries you can kind of just spam, but this thing up here, not really. Woo, level up. So, you can level up your health, you can level up your attack, and I don't know what the bottom one is. I assume that means defense, like you take less damage. I don't really know that, though. But that's what I would assume. But I always go offense. So yeah, you hit shift, which I didn't know at the time, and you jump backwards. Shift and you jump backwards. There you go. So that's a neat little dodge mechanic, you know. I like that. Not, you know, it's not a Dark Souls roll, but, you know, it works for what it needs to be. Probably would have been a little cool if they would have made a roll animation, but, you know, dodging, jumping back is fine. Anyway, bombs! Just kind of left that XP up there. Didn't want that XP one bit. It's still floating up there. That's another thing I really like about this game, is that the consumables don't seem to just disappear. That was always a pet peeve of mine in other games. Like after you, like the little orbs that come out after an enemy dies, whether that's XP or whether that's health, power-ups or whatever, they always disappeared within seemingly 5 seconds. Okay, they eventually disappear, but that was a long timer before they disappeared. Might have been because I went off camera. Either way, that's a lot better. And there is boss fights. If you saw the red... Oh god, this thing. One part of this demo I wasn't a huge fan of was the platforming, and that's mainly just because I suck at platforming, so that's not a critique on the game. And this is just one of those, I wonder if I can get back up there. Right, because I'm the guy in Ninja Gaiden in the regular Nintendo version that found out you can just go right up walls. You can just climb walls if you're good enough. So I figured, you know what, no, I'm gonna try it here and see if I can do it. And to be fair, you kinda can. But I think they made this area so you can't really do that. Oh, but yeah. That hurts your fingers like heck if you ever do that in original Ninja Gaiden for the regular Nintendo. Oh my god, that'll kill your thumb. Okay, you know what? Screw it, we're dead. Sometimes you gotta take your death coming, and you gotta start all the way from the beginning when you die. Which is fine. And you know, you died, you gotta man up and just, you know, do better next time, but let's not go up there. We already went up there before. Usually when I die, I just kind of like speed run it, so I don't have to do all this again and again. To be fair, the stages are not so far in the demo huge, but they don't need to be huge, because it can still take you a fairly long time to get past certain areas in the demo. Now, I'm not aware of when... oh, jeez. I'm not aware of when the full game's going to be coming out. I don't even know if the developers know that information yet, but I am eagerly awaiting for it. I think I just botched the English language there, but I am waiting for it eagerly. That's the way I wanted to word it. So, you know, if I can never get past this one jump here, we might be able to continue the demo. Now, the boss fights kind of remind me of, I don't want to say Mega Man. I mean, they do kind of remind me of Mega Man. At least the one boss fight so far reminded me of Mega Man. It was like a... I don't want to say Super Meat Boy because it was. It reminded me of like Mega Man X4 or 5 when you could play as Zero the whole game. Because, well, you have a sword and we don't have a Buster Cannon, to my knowledge. At least not yet. But I just always loved have a melee weapon in side-scrollers. You almost always have like a ranged weapon I'm just not really good with. I've always liked having melee weapons, and I've rarely used like bombs or anything like that. Which I'm sure is gonna bite me in the butt later. But it ain't yet. And I gotta tell you, the wall jumping system just feels perfect, though there are a few gripes I do have about the wall jumping. Is that at times I jump against a wall, and it just doesn't really jump. He just kind of like giraffe. Sometimes you just kind of like giraffe hover, and it's like, just wall jump. I don't know what it is. That might be a glitch. That might just be my own poor control. I don't know, but I wanted to bring it up. In case developers are watching this. I've had quite a few developers watch videos like this before, so, you know, I'm honored that some developers out there watch my videos, and, you know, thank you very much. But I do want to try and do a little bit of bug testing. You know, I presume that's one purpose of a demo, to, you know, do that. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was a close one. Probably not the wisest thing is to kind of just jump in the middle of them and then do that, but oh well. I do kind of wonder what the cupcake does. I don't know what I think the cupcake is like a collectible, maybe? I don't know what that is. I thought at first maybe that gives you like a health bonus when I picked the first one up, but I didn't really notice my health going up. I wasn't really paying attention, though, to be fair. If anyone was, maybe you can tell me. But until I know more, I'm just going to kind of like assume that's like a collectible. There we go. So yeah, I'm imagining in the full game there's going to be a lot of these segments, just because these are the hardest parts of the entire demo right there. Maybe that's just because I'm not very good at platforming. Give me a bunch of enemies, I'll do fine. You ask me to platform, though, I'm probably going to fall on my face. But that's always been me in platformers, I'm not great at them. So, adventure complete, we found 2 cupcakes. We died twice and killed 33 enemies. Sweet, I got an A. Okay, so that's done. I guess I was wrong. Okay, so the red one wasn't a boss, the red one's just the gem. And then the boss is... oh, I remember how this goes now, yeah. At first I thought, well, maybe that's like... where you just go up there and it'll like go to a picture of a boat and you cross it. I don't remember what game that was in. I think that was in South Park Stick of Truth now I think about it, but it wasn't. Where's Grandma, or Mom, or whatever her name is now? I don't know why I want to call Grandma and Grandpa. I guess because they're older. So they left a ransom note. 5 rubies or else. Okay. I guess we gotta go get Mom. Or Mum. I still want to call her Grandma. I don't know why. The kid's just like me. His parents are far older than most people's. So I guess shouldn't be weird to me, but it is. So our next goal is to go to, apparently right there. I like how it just kind of comes up out of nowhere. Instead of one of the other 5 areas in the map, one thing specifically comes out of the ground. And this is the boss fight. And it can kick your butt if you're not careful. And, well, until you know the pattern. Once you know the pattern, it's pretty easy. So you can't really do damage while the trunk is up. Or pants, if you prefer. And see, I didn't know about that. But yeah, it does become vulnerable when he drops his pants. I'm not sure if he did that on purpose, or if he just kind of whoopsied it, or what there, but at first I thought, well, maybe it's because I hit his pants a whole bunch. You know, they kind of fell down. No, it just happens periodically, and you see the pattern here? I'm just kind of failing really hard right now. Yeah, 'cause I kept thinking, well, maybe, you know, hit the pants, they fall down faster. But I don't think that's the way it works. Oh, come on. Okay, so we've pretty much seen the pattern here so far for this boss fight. Well, hopefully you have anyway. So it's a matter of just execution now, and I can't execute that. I almost fell off a cliff. One of the worst ways to die in video games. I almost did it right there. So one more phase and we should be through with this boss fight. And I can't wait to see more boss fights, because this boss fight was really fun. Even if it was kind of annoying because I kept screwing up. That's platformers, baby. See, let's see if I learned anything here. Yes, I did. Sweet. And that's Goodbye Broadway. So yeah, that's the first boss fight. And it is a fun one. Hey, there's Mom! And she just punched our lights out. Ah. He was in disguise. Alright. Are those zombie kitties? Oh, that's just... Oh, I forgot about this little sequence. I thought that was the end of the demo. So here we can show off a few more gameplay components that you go, well, we can't break out. Bombs don't do much, so how do we get out? First I was like, what is that even trying to tell me to do here? That doesn't make any sense. Until you play around with it a little bit, and then you realize, eventually, I don't know how long it took me. Oh, you had to jump and do it. There you go. There you go. I don't know what else is... I don't know how that chain reaction happened. I'm just kind of glad it did. Also, I had no idea what I was doing here. You can actually move that little guy around, if I ever figure that out. Oh, there we go. There we go. And yes, it makes a noise every time you hit a wall. So, depending on how good you are at maneuvering through tight spaces, you're going to hear a lot of squeaking here. It can get kind of annoying at times, to be fair. Oh, he's a rock? That didn't sound like a rock. But, okay, fine. I guess it's like a soft rock. I love the dialogue in this game as well. It's cheeky in its own way. Also, zombie cats. That's originality right there. I gotta get points for that one. Zombie kitties. Corrupt zombie kitties. Even better. Because, you know, if a cat was a prison guard, you know it'd be a corrupt one. You know they would be. You know, cats only really care about themselves. This is coming from a cat owner. So it's a pretty accurate depiction all in all. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, guys. And the demo is in fact over. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, if you'd like to help support the channel and help it grow, you may wish to like or even subscribe. Very well, everyone. Until next time.